Hello, welcome to week 12. You will never guess why they call it the Big Flat. Day 78. We have relocated for the last time for as far as I have vehicle support. My grandparents head out Friday after they drop me off at my starting point for the day, and we will be here at this really cool reservoir for the next few days. I am working on getting my daily video done, showering, doing laundry, finishing my weekly video for this past week. I'm just way behind. I didn't really do anything yesterday because I had a friend visiting me and I was just behind. So I'm playing a lot of catch up today and gonna try to still get in bed early. So day 78, I took it easy today to make sure that I had time for all that stuff and also rest my body a little bit because I just been pushing pretty hard lately. Check out this small, presumably historic town. There's going to be a lot more big flat B-roll, so don't get used to it. But I thought that this mural was pretty cool and the surrounding area was kind of neat. But yeah, all these small towns are really something. I think I'm slacking a little bit on my clips for the weekly video. I don't think I got anything yesterday, but there is very suddenly a lot less to talk about, at least in these couple of days. There's no more elevation, there's no more major landmarks, there's not a lot of exciting new stuff happening, and I am really just putting one foot in front of the other, juggling and covering a big flat area. Actually, I'm full of shit. I did a little local news interview yesterday morning when the guy basically passed me on the road and pulled over to see if I'd do it, and then he reached out to a nearby radio station, told them to reach out to me. They did. I called them this morning. I did a little radio interview. It's southeastern Colorado news, so it's not like, it's not huge platforms, but it's something. So that was actually a pretty cool little highlight. Tomorrow is my last day of vehicle support. I will use this backpack for the last day. I will get picked up for the last time. I will sleep in this nook for the last time, this bunk in the motorhome. And then Friday morning, I will get dropped off at the start point, and I'll have a much bigger backpack, and I will head to the next town. Turns out, though, I don't have to find campsites everywhere I go. If I just call ahead, I called to the next 3 or 4 towns that I'm gonna be at, and I'm gonna camp in a city park on one of them. Special authorization through the police department. I'm gonna camp in front of a Dollar General at one of these places, and at another one I'm gonna stay for free at an RV park. But yeah, I've had some very kind and supportive conversations so far of people being super receptive to what I'm doing and willing to help out. So pretty optimistic moving forward. It's really cool to be able to make the magic continue happen by the kindness of others. It's very nice. But yeah, I'm out here living, dog. This was day 80 It is Wednesday, and tomorrow is day 81. And on Sunday, I will be staying in a hotel. I've got my new batch of shirts being delivered there because Sunday is the last shirt that I have. I believe those shirts should be arriving by like tomorrow. So when I get there on Sunday, they said they'll hold it for me. And yeah, I'll have my new batch of shirts to pack up and travel with. The total daily drop count for week 12 is as follows: Monday 22, Tuesday 41, Wednesday 24, Thursday 31, Friday 9, Saturday 10, and Sunday 19. This brings me to a total of 156 drops for the week, averaging 22 drops per day.
Day 81. This is my last full day of having vehicle support. Tonight I will sleep in the motorhome, and then tomorrow morning I will get dropped off at my start location, and I will continue on with a much larger backpack and everything that I need, and I'll just keep pushing east. Having a pretty good day today. I just switched my shoes because the last new pair of shoes that I was just using were giving me blisters. So these shoes are really, really comfortable. Kind of happy with the switch to Topo from Altra. But yeah, day 81 is boring, but it's going well.
Day 81. This was last day of vehicle support. Heading out tomorrow on my own. Gonna pack up my bigger bag. Getting kind of organized tonight. And gonna do like 20 miles tomorrow, I think. So nothing crazy. I've got all day to do it. Shaved today. I need to get a haircut soon. The sides of my head are getting hot, and I just feel like I look silly with this kind of mess. But yep, about to go to sleep and get up early to make sure I got all my ducks in a row tomorrow. The total daily distance is as follows: Monday 10.42, Tuesday 17.49, Wednesday 14.1, Thursday 15.95, Friday 20.77, Saturday 18.74, and Sunday 10.35. This brings me to a total of 107.82 miles for the week, averaging 15.4 miles per day.
Day 82. I got my giant backpack, and this is day one with no vehicle support. When I get to Lamar, there's a Mexican restaurant that commented on one of my posts saying they'd have a free meal for me, so pretty excited about that. But right now I'm feeling really drained. This bag is super heavy, and I think that I may have underestimated how much of a toll it could take on me. So I'm taking a break right now and figuring out the rest of my day.
This is day 82. This was day one of being on my own. This bag is heavy, like really heavy. Like I need to drop as much weight from this as I possibly can. This is too heavy. But in other news, I am in Lamar now. I just had a free dinner at this place called Las Brisas. They sent me an invite in one of my videos, and now they have this indoor golf set up here in the back that there's no reservations for tonight, so they're letting me hang out back here and get my work done because I've got daily video and all this stuff to do still before I go to a nearby city park and camp for the night. So yeah, I am so beat right now, but I am getting by the kindness of others. So in the first 5 weeks of this adventure, I dropped a total of 2,355 times, and in weeks 6 through 10, I dropped 935 times. When paired with the 203 drops from week 11 and 156 drops from week 12, I am now to a grand total of 3,649 drops for this trip, averaging 43 drops per day.
Day 83. I slept like crap last night. I feel like poo-poo. This bag is really heavy and it's pretty hot and humid outside. But on the plus side, I don't know, I'm struggling with the plus sides. It's, I slept like crap last night. It was so bad. It was so hot. It was just not a good time. But yeah, day 83, I will be in Kansas in another couple days.
I just realized that for the past several days, my camera has been on portrait mode and not landscape. So if some of those last shots looked funny, I'm assuming I'm just gonna zoom in on them and see how that fares. But anyway, day 83. It's hot. I'm tired. I've got some pretty good hospitality out here in Granada, Colorado. So I've got a safe place to set up and camp. And yeah, I'm feeling really overwhelmed and intimidated at what's ahead. There's just some very, very big, wide open gaps ahead, and then, finish those gaps only to come into a very, very small town at a time. So the next 200 or 300 miles are just going to be really, really hard. And I am very alone. It's pretty intimidating and overwhelming. But fuck it, we ball, I guess. In the first 5 weeks of this adventure, I traveled a total of 530.45 miles, and in weeks 6 through 10, I traveled a total of 492.74 miles, when paired with the 126.12 miles traveled in week 11 and the 107.82 miles traveled in week 12. That brings me to a total of 1,257.22 miles traveled so far, averaging 14.97 miles per day.
Day 84, I just got to this hotel. I'm in the little front area here. There's nobody here. I'm about to call a number, but just finished up like just over 10 miles, and I am now in Holly, Colorado. Rough day, but most of it's been overcast and breezy, so it's been nice and cool outside. I'm gonna try to get my bearings here and then do laundry, finish my weekly video, and get something to eat. But yep, happy Sunday.
Day 84. I'm walking all the way to the other side of this room so that you can really get a sense of the depth in this video. This room is so big. I feel like it might be an ADA room because of how big it is and how big the bathroom is. But it is a breath of fresh air to have a quiet, safe, air-conditioned space to unwind for the rest of the day. I just got this package of new shirts that my wife sent me all the way up to day 115 or something like that. And yeah, I confirmed with a restaurant here in town. They're going to give me a free meal, which is awesome. And tomorrow's looking good. I'm going to send home some things that are non-essential that are just taking up weight and real estate in my bag. It's funny how carrying way too much weight can really put it into perspective what's essential and non-essential. There were definitely some conveniences or some, I mean, I won't even say luxury items, but just like not purely essential items that I was making space for, because I thought that, like, well, you know, I'd rather carry a little weight and have this with me. No, not true. I would rather carry less weight. This bag is so heavy. It's so heavy. It's like up until now in this trip, my bag has been lightweight enough that I can be tired, I can be a little worn out, but I can kind of zone out, or I can listen to a podcast, or I can listen to music, I can talk on the phone, and like the time will just sort of pass, and I can lose track of time a little bit, and I can lose track of the distance a little bit, and that's nice. With this bag, it's so heavy immediately that it's all I can think about every step. So like a mile passes and it's like, oh my God, I've only gone a mile. 2 miles pass and it's like, oh, I still have so many more miles after this. And every single mile is just an excruciating distance relative to what I feel I actually have like left in me. But yeah, heavy bag is cool. This bag has been far too heavy. So getting some non-essentials out, gonna eat some of this extra snack food that I've had. And then unfortunately there's certain things in here that I just have to carry, like an extra set of juggling balls. I don't know if the set that I have right now is going to last me to the end. I don't know how much longer they're going to last. They're pretty worn out. But if something happens to even one of those balls, I have to replace the whole set. So like I have to carry all 3 of these with me. Because like if one of them goes, that just means that the other ones are on their way out the door any moment. So I'm not going to swap them out one at a time. I'm just going to swap the whole set if one of them breaks. But like, I don't know. Maybe the balls will make it all the way to the end. It's just, they're really worn out right now. So I have to have all of these, and all 3 of these with this little carrying pouch that my wife made. I love it so much. This is probably like 2 pounds, 2.5 maybe. Like that's pretty significant when you look at, well, no, probably closer to 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. But still, that's pretty significant when you look at that in the context of the rest of what I carry in the bag. Also, I'm going to start looking at my distances on a daily basis and figure out what days I need to carry 6 liters of water for and what days I only need 3 liters of water, because the water reservoir is... this is 3 liters, and then both of my Nalgene bottles are 1.5 liters each, so I have another 3 liters there that can go in the side water bottle pouches. But those are easier to refill on a daily basis, and like if I don't need 6 liters, I'll just have those filled. This takes up a lot of space on the inside of the bag, which makes the bag just like a tighter fit when I pack everything. But also, it's like over 6 pounds. It's like 6.5 pounds for 3 liters of water. So if I don't need to have double the weight of water, I would rather carry only what I need, which will make a big difference. If I can drop, 6.5 pounds there, another 4 pounds here, another 2 pounds wherever else, it'll make a big difference. I'm built pretty good. I'm sturdy. But I don't need to push myself beyond my limits every single day, or I'm going to get hurt, and it's going to be in a way that is going to cause me to not be able to finish this trip. But right now, I'm about to organize my dirty clothes, take a shower, change. Well, I might do that after I get back from eating this food. Get a shower, change, go to the laundromat, do laundry, put the shirts from this week into this box of non-essentials, mail it home tomorrow because tomorrow's Monday and the post office is closed today, and then I got to finish my weekly video today and yeah, just generally get organized. So yeah, I'm doing pretty all right. I was doing really bad yesterday. Like really bad. I was struggling hard. I was just hot as shit for like 2 full days. And my guy there in Granada, oh man, he really helped me out. He gave me like a safe, quiet spot to plant for the night. It was still hot, but like I didn't have to, there was less like stimulus. Night 1, I was in like the middle of town, and it wasn't like the smallest town, and there's just too much audio stimulus all night long. I was by some train tracks, and it was not great. I slept really poorly night 1. Yesterday, I was feeling how badly I slept. I didn't have coffee. I was just in shambles, and I was feeling so bad that like when I looked ahead at the map, at everything that I have ahead of me for the rest of the first half of Kansas, really, I just felt so unbelievably overwhelmed and helpless, which is not a way that I usually feel. Like usually I have like a blind optimism, which pans out pretty well. But I was looking ahead, and I just felt so overwhelmed and just devastated, helpless, lonely. A good night's sleep helped quell those feelings a lot. But I'm going to get another good night's sleep tonight, and it's going to be even better. I got a really good shower. And yeah, I got to take it one day at a time from here. Also, I still need to acknowledge in a daily video, but shout out Riggs. Great friend from Colorado Springs that visited me while I was in Walsenburg. I had already done my daily post when he came and visited, so I didn't really mention him. But he gave me like this whole care package of stuff that's been super helpful, including this really cool watertight, like weatherproof bag thing that condenses super small. This has like all of my clothes in it, dirty and all. And like, this thing is really cool. And it's just something that somebody who's been in the Army and has had to like ruck long distances would know about that I wouldn't know about. So he really helped me out with some awesome stuff. And I am super appreciative. I also forgot to give him a Metal Ball Run coin before we parted ways. So I definitely owe him one of those. It's a very small number of people that are engaged with this journey at any point in like a really substantial or like meaningful way. So for somebody to like actually drive out of the way to come visit me while I'm doing the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, it means the world. So yeah, I am gonna have this day, and then today will be done, and then I will do tomorrow. But this is the last day of week 12? My God. Yeah. Sorry if the formatting and consistency of this week's video has been super weird. I've been talking to this camera for 10 minutes, and I've never done that on any single day of this journey, but I don't know, it feels a little bit different being alone now. And I don't know, maybe I just need something to talk to. But yeah, day 84. We're going to be in Kansas tomorrow. Holly, Colorado is where the magic's happening today. So if you're watching this, thanks for watching.